Hello and welcome. I am Trish and this is Trish Talks, and in today's video I'm going to be giving you a step-by-step guide on how to transform your front yard into a wonderful fall landscape. In this video we split mums, we transplant overgrown bushes, we lay pavers, we even repair a splitting tree. This video has a ton of information in it that I think you'll find useful, and hopefully you'll be inspired. So I am excited. Let's get started. So, when my husband and neighbor were fixing our fence, they discovered that our cherry blossom tree was splitting. I really wanted to save the tree, so I did a little research and got to work. It was a little harder than I thought, so I called my husband and neighbor over to help me. Once the rod and bolts were tightened and secured, we sprayed the tree with termite killer and black pruning seal to aid in the tree's healing process. Next, I need to tackle this overgrown landscape. When I purchase plants, they're typically in small pots because that's what I can afford. So as they grow and fill out, they oftentimes need to be cut back or moved. So now that my spirea shrubs have gotten much taller and fuller, I will move them back in front of my arborvitae shrub. Now they'll be a part of what I call my foundation plants. These are my taller shrubs and ornamental trees that I place in the rear of my flower beds. In the second flower bed, I have chrysanthemums, or mums for short. They are also overgrown. Mums are perennials. Perennials are plants that do not need to be replanted each year. They die back or go dormant during certain times of the year, but they do come back. I should have split these mums last year and deadheaded them earlier this summer, but life got in the way. Now they are super big and look out of place. I'm going to move them to my backyard where they will fit right in. As I split them, I am extremely aware that their stems are brittle and easy to break, so I make sure to place my shovel in between the stems, minimizing any damage. After clearing each flower bed, it is now time for me to add my new plants. To fill in the gaps, I've added these barberry bushes between the spirea. They will grow and fill in like the other ones in my yard. I added these mums to bring in a lot of color to this fall landscape. In this flower bed, I introduced the yellow and orange mums. They'll survive early frost and be around typically until early winter here in Zone 7. They'll come back in the spring, but won't flower until late summer, early fall. Before I could continue planting, I had to pause and fix the flower bed's perimeter. They were no longer clearly defined, and it was driving me a little crazy. I didn't want to put in all of these beautiful flowers only to look over and see a rough edge. So I put down this simple plastic edging to help define the flower bed's edge and to hold back the mulch. As you can see, in the second flower bed, I added some more barberry bushes and mums. I also introduced coleus. You can see the tall orange and yellow plant standing next to the barberry bush. I love these colorful leafy plants. They come in a variety of colors. I also added this light green and purple variety. Since coleus are annuals, they were sitting on the clearance table at my garden center. During this time of the year, annuals are typically 50 to 75% off, so these were a great buy. In the fall, I must plant pansies. I love these hardy, colorful plants. Here in Zone 7, they last until early winter and come back in the spring bigger and better. You only get 2 blooms out of them, so you'll need to plant some more next fall, but they are worth the time and effort. I've been thinking about adding pavers to this area for years. Since this is one of the ways I enter our backyard, I often track dirt back when I'm walking across this area, so I really needed to fix this. First, I rolled out some landscape fabric to help prevent weeds in this area, after I did a quick test fit of the pavers. The gentleman who delivered the mulch did me a huge favor and dumped a wheelbarrow of mulch in the area. I smoothed it out and then I set my pavers on top of the mulch. I continued to add mulch to the flower beds. I love the dark mulch because it makes the colors pop. But more importantly, mulch helps keep moisture in and protects the flowers' root systems during the winter months. When I'm working around delicate flowers, I take my time adding the mulch. Before I wrapped this project up, I added grass seeds to the perimeter of the flower beds to fill in the gaps that became obvious once I installed the edging. First, I put down some garden soil. This will be a good foundation for the grass seeds. I chose these grass seeds because they were created specifically to be planted in the fall. As I water the plants daily, I'll water these areas too. Hopefully I'll see some new grass in the next few weeks. And voila! This side of my front yard is now done. This took weeks to complete, but it was well worth the effort. I am so happy with the outcome. Well, that's it. I hope this video provided you with some useful tips and inspiration for your landscape. I am now going to work on the other side of the front yard, and that includes cleaning and decorating my front steps. So look forward for that video. That's up next. If you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. Also like this video and leave a comment below. Your support is always appreciated. See you next time.